Ladies, hello, and I just cannot tell you how excited I am to be giving this weekly mastermind message on the very last Monday of 2021. So I want to remind everybody that our deep dive is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. at my house. And what I want you to do is, number one, I want you to let me know if you're going to be attending. I also want to find out if anybody's interested in starting that at 5 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. or 5:30. We want our vision statements to be as complete as you can get them. We want all of our 2022 planning to the best of our ability done. So what is it that you want to accomplish in your financial world in 2022? What is it that you want to accomplish in your fitness and your health? I know some people, that's the one area that they're really working on for 2022. What are the relationships? What do you want to have done? What are the projects? So it's fitness, your faith, spirituality, finances, and family. So those four areas, what does that look like? And then also, what's that one main thing? Now, hopefully everybody got the 2022 reading, but I want to remind everybody that January's book is The Miracle Morning. And on Wednesday, we're going to be putting our 2022 folders together. So we'll have handouts, and I might have to run over on Wednesday to pick up stuff from Camille. But also in the first quarter, the 4 agreements, which I am so over the moon to listen and to read, because I've heard it's phenomenal and I've never read it, but I've read quotes out of this book. And I know there's so many people that this is their all-time favorite book. And I like to say they're all my all-time favorite. And then here is Excuse Me, But Your Life is Waiting. So 3 great books to kick the year off. For the Miracle Morning, there's going to be an activity sheet that we will have included that will be in your workbook. And so I'm so excited because we're going to have a binder that has everything in one place. And you can add to it throughout the year. So when you're taking notes, when you're planning, when you go to the Mastermind mini events, when you're collaborating with other people in the Mastermind, whatever it might be. If you want to do a gratitude journal, which after reading The Happiness Advantage, who doesn't want to start implementing that into your life? So just come Wednesday and be ready to have a good time, to socialize. And we're just really going to be working. It's going to be, if you want to have some wine and you want to work, but it's really going to be a catch-up time for everybody. So just a reminder for that. Then, we'll continue in January, where the 2nd and the 4th Wednesdays, we'll have our meetings. We'll have our weekly either video message or calls. We're going to just kind of confirm that and make sure that we're on the same page for all of that. And really just want everybody to know that, this mastermind isn't about living just a great, happy life. It's about living a life of purpose and meaning and fulfillment. And it's about blessing the world with your gifts and talents. It's a higher level of living, and it takes work and effort to get to that point. Real happiness is it's a totally different than what people really think it is. And it's one of those reasons I say it's by design. It's by design that you can't have massive success by yourself. That's by design. So if you're trying to do it and you're all alone and you're like, this isn't working, it's by design that there's a void there. Happiness isn't about things. It's about you literally blessing the world with your gifts and talents. So that's why there's a void there. There's plenty of people that have a lot of things and they have a lot of stuff and they're not happy because that isn't what brings you happiness. So as we go along this journey, we have to always remember that everybody's at a different place. And the reason we've been pulled together isn't by accident. There's no coincidences in life. We've been pulled together because we want to make sure that we are living the most fulfilled life as possible. And believe me, life happens, and you've got distractions in it, and you get bogged down with things that really aren't important. And it's the mastermind that helps keep us focused on those things that truly are the most important, that really allows us to live a happy, fulfilled life full of purpose and fulfillment. And it's just really our safety net when we fall off, and we are going to fall off, and we can't do it by ourselves. So it's all by design. It's all by design. But want to just kind of do a quick review of the happiness advantage. I'm only halfway through this book, and I'm telling you, I'm loving it. And I've got to get my read on so I can finish it. But I want to talk about just the changes possible. And what he talks about is, you can overcome obstacles, reverse bad habits, become more efficient and productive, make the most of opportunities, and help you to conquer your most ambitious goals in life and in work. In essence, these 7 principles are a set of tools that you can use to achieve more every day. It's about learning how to cultivate the mindset and behaviors that have been proven to fuel greater success and fulfillment. Happiness is a work ethic. Happiness is not the belief that we don't need to change. Happiness is the realization that we can change. One of the things that I thought of when I was reading this is that when things are harder in our lives, or if we're going through a hard time, if we have the right mindset, we become stronger. We become better. If we don't have the right mindset, we become bitter. And, he talks about change is possible. And he talks about the neuroplasticity that happens in your brain. Literally, you literally can change your brain. And the people says the point that just reading this book alone is not enough to become happier. Just reading this book alone is not enough to make a change in your life. It takes actual focus and effort to put these principles into practice, and only then will the returns start pouring in. The good news is that the returns are indeed enormous. The fact that each principle is based on years of hard science means that these ideas have been tested, retested, and proven effective. Books about how to get ahead in the workplace can be inspirational, but are often full of unproven strategies. On the other hand, science can be fascinating, but is often impossible to understand, much less translate into action. Sean Akers' goal in writing this book was to bridge the gap. And then he goes into all the 7 principles. And, I think it's really important. And one of the things I've thought about is just, everybody, our thoughts create a frequency level. And there's a certain frequency level, I don't know what it is, but let's just say 7. If somebody is at a 7 or above, their energy is not pulled down by being around people that are at 6 or below. So if you're at a 6, and believe me, there's going to be days when you're going to be 7 and above, because you're just having an amazing, great day, and you've got gratitude, and you've got hope, and you've got positivity, and you're just at an energy level at 7 or above that you could be hanging out with a 1. Now, you might not want to be hanging out with a 1, but their energy isn't going to pull you down and drag you down. But there are going to be days when for whatever reason, you're not going to be at that threshold and you are going to be impacted by people's energy, and it will literally pull you down. Now, if you're at a 7 or above, you can literally lift another person's energy. But having that knowledge really allows you the science and the education, the facts, to realize that who you associate with really does make a difference. In order for you to not be distracted, in order for you to have real happiness and fulfillment, in order for you to continue on the path of being able to live a life of happiness and gratitude and fulfillment and bless the world with your gifts and your talents, you've got to understand that there are going to be times when you're around somebody that you're just going to have to limit that amount of time with them. You're going to have to say, I've got to go. Whether it's a live interaction or if it's on a phone call, you've got to safeguard that. You've got to safeguard your life. You've got to safeguard your energy. You've got to realize in order for you to be your best, you have to surround yourself by the best. And by the best isn't always the people that have the most things. Being around the best are those people that literally you feel good when you are around them. You feel energized. You feel uplifted. You feel like there's nothing you can't do. You feel good. You've got to go by those feelings. It's so vitally important because we weren't just sent here to chase things that are of material matter. We were sent here to create and to make a difference and to make an impact. And that's why we've been pulled together. So always remember, we're at different levels. And it's by design. It's by design that you will have a void if you're not living at that level yet. And remember, life is like this. You're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. But when you're with the right people, or you know who the right people are to go to, it's going to make your whole life better. It's going to make your whole life more meaningful. It's going to make your whole life matter more. And that's what we want. We want our lives to matter more. 2022 is going to be a phenomenal year. You've got it all planned out to the best of your ability. We're going to enhance those plans. We're going to tweak those plans. We're going to experience life together. It's going to be amazing. We still have time to get other people in the mastermind. I'm going to be making phone calls this week and next. So if you've got somebody that's just so near and dear to your heart that you know has got to jump in, they can jump in anytime, but they'll get the most of it if they get that full year, and we're going to make sure they do. So please let me know. I'm happy to help there. And the last thing I want to remind everybody is we will be starting with lesson number 1 in the Greatest Salesman of the World book in January. And I'll be giving you more information. Those of you who know, there's 10 lessons and it'll go January, and each lesson will correspond with the month. And remember, our expectation isn't perfection because we will never reach that. Our expectation is progress. We want to progress and get better every month. And remember, real progress is just a little teeny tiny bit. And then that little teeny tiny bit gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you realize not only have you changed, but you've changed in a positive way, and you are experiencing more real joy and happiness. That comes from within, not from stuff. It's really the impact we're able to make on other people's lives. So I can't wait to see you Wednesday. I can't wait to see you on the second and fourth Wednesday of every month for our accountability meetings. I can't wait to see you on Zoom for your one-on-one. I just can't wait to hug your neck and to help you continue to live and create your best life by blessing this world with your gifts and your talents and making the biggest impact that you can on other people. I love you so much. And until we meet again, be big, be bold, and most importantly, be you. Bye-bye.